hello! Oh my god, we are here and we are live with Fears and Fortunes, episode 4 of season 3. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you so much, our wonderful friend Gracie, for rating us. We really appreciate it. We have an amazing show for you tonight. We are down one Una. That is because our wonderful YoSkylerSeamour, Sky, is off at MagicCon, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, MagicCon, which they're like one of the hosts there. It's crazy. That's just mind-blowing. Anyway, we're really happy for them. They're not going to be here. I'll be playing their character, but we have already prepared everything and we're ready to go without them for tonight. But we're really excited for them to come back because we actually have 3 pieces of fan art of Una that I can't show you tonight because I can't show it to you when he's not here. But that's okay. We have other fan art to check out. So first, let's get over to that. We have been getting tons of amazing fan art. Just as a reminder, we've been getting pieces like this amazing piece from Android Grace of our wonderful Sly in the theme of Hades, which is just absolutely incredible.
Hades 2 comes out this Friday!
Oh my god! But we also have some other amazing pieces. This one was made by a player who's here at the table tonight. This one was made by the amazing Meadow. And
oh
it's
my
absolutely
god.
amazing.
What? The whole month's salary on apples with axe beak. I love it.
Cahoots.
So
I
good.
love this comic book.
I'm just zooming in on
Meanwhile, at upscale defenses, incredible.
Very, very cute. I love it. I love the originality in just like the style of it. I've never seen the characters depicted this way, and I love it. It's just amazing. Chef's kiss.
Dude, look at Aaron's fucking arms. Oh my god.
Beefy. There we go.
Father?
Hashtag Dragon Daddy. Get in the comments so we can get Dragon Daddy merch, people. Hashtag Dragon Daddy. I want it trending across North America by the end
I
of the
give
spring.
all of the props to our incredible artists who have been drawing Aaren consistently. Never will I ever attempt to Dragonborn again. And that's on period. That was so hard. Never again.
I hear from a lot of artists that Dragonborn are notoriously hard. The amazing people at Forgotten Adventures, who, by the way, thanks to them for making this whole show possible. They make amazing tokens, map assets, and battle maps for you to use in virtual tabletop games, and that's what we're going to be using all night. But yeah, they have one member of their staff who is like the expert on drawing Dragonborn, and we're going to see some of their really cool art later tonight, but I can't talk about it. The next piece of art we got, the next piece of fan art, came from another player who's not from this table.
What?
This piece was made by the amazing Maz. Mazzarell made this, and it's amazing.
Where are you hiding this talent? What the heck?
Right?
So good.
Look at it.
So good.
Oh my
So good. I gotta show you. I'm. You know what? I'm gonna
The
break
color is
protocol here.
incredible.
Normally I only show the art for Fears on Fears nights, but I'm gonna show you the piece of art that they did for Fandelver this weekend. I believe it may have been updated since, but that's okay. Look at this. This is them drawing their character.
Oh my god!
Heartbreaking.
So much emotion.
Heartbreaking.
So
The tree of
gorgeous.
suffering.
incredible.
Yeah.
God.
So
Incredible.
thank you, Maz, for this amazing piece of art. We absolutely love it. I have another piece, which I wasn't going to show you tonight. That is because I didn't know if May was going to be here on time. May has been very busy. But May, thank you for being here on time. We got this amazing piece from Karis Alexandra, our artist who makes all of our character art. Just, oh my god.
She's so cute! This is the outfit we picked out, Sly. You said get to work. I said okay.
Look at
Slay.
this. Look at this.
Okay.
And those boots.
The ball is back on. Needless
It
to
is.
say.
Do you remember what George is like? What do you do? I was like, well, I look like this. This is it. This is it. That's it.
It's so good. How could the prince possibly resist?
And now I need you guys to brace yourself because I have art that could physically hurt you.
Oh no!
Now?
Not again. It always
Again?
does. I've already been physically hurt.
Oh my
Alrighty,
fucking god.
Look at that guy.
Yes.
I need it. I need it.
This
I need it.
made by
Yep,
the amazing
that's
Aaron
straight outta
Grace,
Right in the
making
Discord.
more
Right
Hades
in the
themed
Discord. I
art.
need it right now.
Look
Oh
at this.
my
I can-
god.
I can see the fan fiction being written right now, just based off of this single piece
I'm
of art
gonna
alone.
start writing it right this second.
Listen, I can't do art, but I could do fan fiction.
Do it. Do
So,
the fan
some would say
fiction.
that is
Look,
a form of art.
If we get amazing fan fiction, I'll make a video reading it out loud. So
Clip that! Somebody clip that! Somebody clip that
Clip
right
it right
now!
now before it
Right
goes away.
now! Please!
what have I done? Anyway, Android Grace, this is absolutely incredible.
George, you know what I'm capable of.
Yeah,
I can't believe you said that.
I unfortunately do. All right. This is an amazing piece of art. It's going to ship many fan arts and many fan fictions. And probably will be used as a reference for shipping certain characters together. So thank you so much. It's absolutely incredible. And thank you for everybody who makes art for us, all the fan art. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the intro screen and during our breaks, I have now reels playing a bunch of the art, showing it off. Honestly, there was more art than I could fit in just one of those breaks. So really appreciate it. We absolutely love it, and it keeps us going.
George,
Yes.
there's one more thing.
What? What are you talking about? What?
Y'all in chat might have said happy birthday to George already in Fandelver, but we didn't get to have a stream last week, so we didn't get to say it here. So happy birthdays for George, please. I've been told
Happy birthday to
there
George.
is a message
to
coming
George.
to your DMs, George, for you to
no.
look at so we can see the reaction live on stream.
No! Oh, God!
I don't even know what it is. I'm
I'm
just
gonna
the messenger.
try to not look at it until I have it on the screen. 1 second. Oh my God.
There's the reaction.
This is holy shit. Jesus. What the fuck? Oh my God. Hold on. I gotta. This. Oh, the Lord. Okay.
I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah. I can't wait to fully look at it because I'm like trying to not
you
let it
playing
soak
Messenger
into my
for,
brain.
Certain artist on this channel who regularly causes us pain. Affectionate.
See.
One moment.
Pain
okay,
positive
this
with
is-
the pain
this
on the
is-
screen currently.
Android Grace, how dare you? This is fucking wild. What the shit? I can't handle this.
Oh my.
That's so fucking cool.
I think someone found a new profile picture.
I was gonna say new George
How
avatar just
freaking
dropped.
Cool is that?
That is
Oh
so
my God,
cool.
how freaking cool is
Holy
that?
hell.
And look at the book has the cards
Look at
on
the-
it.
And
Oh, it
Yeah.
does.
You know what's funnier is the fucking
It's
devil
the tail
tail wrapped around
coming
your
out.
hand.
Oh my God, I didn't even
Oh,
notice that
gosh.
part. That is so cool.
Incredible.
You got a full set around your head.
Android Grace, everybody.
Android Grace asked me what my favorite colors were, and I
No
thought
reason.
foolishly that they were going to be making. I was like, you know what? I bet. It was like a couple months back, and I was like, I bet it's. I said to my wife, I was like, it's probably them making like alt art for me because I don't have an alt art. But this, I fucking wasn't expecting this at all. Oh my God, this is so cool. Thank you. Yeah, this is gonna be my new
Happy
profile pic.
birthday. Thanks
you.
for hurting
Thank
us
you guys.
regularly.
Oh my God. Now I'm more upset that I had to miss last week. Wow, thank you guys so much. This is absolutely incredible.
Hey, that's why they call it a birthday month.
Yeah, thank you guys. Okay, I gotta take this off the screen, otherwise I'm gonna stare at it and we'll never get the
I
show
like
started.
Grace, did you see his reaction? It was screaming, no. No.
Because this is the first time it's happening to me. Live.
It was amazing.
It's happening live to me.
That was the best we could do to. She's like, we're gonna want to see the reaction.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Thank you so much. This is absolutely incredible. I want to get it on screen full sized again. Yeah, thank you. Oh my God. All right, I gotta move on because otherwise we'll never start the show. We also got some amazing comments. This one from our wonderful artist, Karis Alexandra. Maz did such an incredible job with Marina that by the end I desperately wanted them to rest. What a tragic character. Also, that one moment of Zoraius, you are a goat, got me from tears to out loud laughter. Incredible episode. Thank you, Karis. We really appreciate that. Your comments light up our life. And there's one more, which I thought was freaking amazing, but also hilarious for other reasons. This one was from Melinda, who wrote, I just started playing D&D and my first character is a halfling because of Sly. Been watching for a long time and I love everybody in the cast. Please don't kill each other. Us at Forgotten Adventures replied to them. That's so wonderful. We'll definitely share your comment on stream this week. Unfortunately, we had to miss next week, so it's getting posted today.
I got like full goosebumps from that comment.
I know, it's such a beautiful comment.
A halfling because of Sly. That's
and then
so
someone who won't be named replied, no promises. Who would do that?
James?
Who
would do that?
Who would do that?
What kind of person would do that to a sweet new father?
Absolutely incredible. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the art again and just have that up on screen while I prepare to get into the show. Again, thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. This is incredible, and I can't wait to use it. And that's definitely gonna be my phone wallpaper. Oh my God. Okay. With that, we're going to jump into our episode. I'm going to play the content warning. By the way, we have new voiceover for that. Thank you, Daniel. I'm going to play the content warning, and then when we come back, we'll be jumping into our episode. This week is a weird one, but I'm really excited for it. So hang tight. We'll be right back. And here we go.
Content warning. This series has themes of horror, including but not limited to death, gore, trauma, insanity, violence, isolation, manipulation, fire, insects, and more. Some of these themes also involve children. Due to the actual play nature of the show, such themes may appear without warning. Please use discretion when watching live and find trigger warnings in the video description. All players consented to these themes prior to the campaign's start, and post-game check-ins are done every session. Please consider using safety tools if you play with these themes at home. Previously on Fears and Fortunes.
Why are you taking the deck? Why are you running away?
He's afflicted. It's a curse of some kind.
And in that moment, the magic taking hold, and you just see all of his muscles are tensing as he is just fighting to regain control. And he just says, I knew I couldn't trust any of you. All of you are liars. Sneaking off. Every single one of you. Useless. Cowering in the back while I fought to protect every single last one of you. And this is how you repay me. When I have been the one keeping everyone safe.
Doesn't mean it.
Get out of my way.
Doesn't mean it. Grab the cards.
You grab your bag. Is there anything else you're doing?
No, I'm too frazzled. I've never thought Aaren would do this.
Aaren, you're here confronted by all of them. What's going through Aaron's head before you make your next move?
There's no other choice. Start with the weakest. Stop healing. Take the deck.
That is where we will stop for today. Next
Aaren,
week,
what the hell?
we will resolve this. Join us next week for what will be possibly an all-out brawl between the party and Aaren.
I've been waiting on this one, Aaren. I've been waiting.
Of course. Of course.
Worry in your mind, fear is how it starts. Unsure of what you'll find, it could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance, you break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance, and set free are the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear, we face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.
We are back, right where we left off. The party is in the middle of a tense confrontation. You guys have surrounded Aaren. Last we played, Aaren, I don't need to give a full recap because we just had it in the previously on, but the last we played, Aaren, it was your turn in initiative. So I have to ask you, what do you want to do?
George, would you mind checking that DM I sent you?
Oh,
I just
boy.
wanted to.
I disagree.
Yes. Yes.
Cliff
The
should
answer
do
is
that.
yes.
Don't like it.
Bonus action is fine.
Yeah. Drinking a potion is a
Perfect.
bonus action.
Awesome. Yeah. Aaren gets into a more of a hunch stance. And then he reaches inside of the satchel that he's trying to protect from everyone. And he pulls out a potion. And without drinking it, he just throws it into his mouth and chomps down to quickly activate it as a bonus action. And he is going to activate a potion of haste. And he is just going to go make a few attacks on Una.
Okay. Go for it. Heads up to Sky. I'll be handling your character. Don't worry, you are safe. But yes, Aaren, please go ahead and proceed to attack.
Sounds good.
I just wanted to let Sky know that Aaren asked before I gave them the okay to attack you while you're not here. So it's on me.
15 hit.
15. That. One moment. Where does it show armor class on this? All right, one second. I'm just gonna pull up his character sheet because that I know where everything is. There we go. 15 does not hit. Armor class of 18.
Okay. Gotcha. That one's gonna miss for my second attack. And then going in for my third. Oh, that misses again. Going for my fourth attack. 24, so that's gonna hit.
Yep.
Gonna be 8 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
And then I'm going to replace my last attack with a grapple.
Okay.
And question about 2024 grapple. So the 2024 grapple is a saving throw. Would we be using that or 2024? Or 2014?
We can use the 2024. That's fine.
Okay. Then it'd be a DC. First, I have to see if I hit. To see if I hit their armor class, and then they'd have to make a saving throw.
Okay.
While you're doing that,
never mind.
George,
That's
did
gonna miss.
Aaron leave my range of melee?
Yes, they did.
No, I stayed right where I was.
Yeah, technically he's surrounded. I'm just moving him to just sort of convey stuff happening,
No
but
worries.
he's still within 5 feet.
And I think with that, I will. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay. That brings us to Una's turn. This is really important. Let's see. Una. Let's see. Una is going to Misty Step across the way here. Actually, no. Una's going to first do Thunder Wave. So I need a DC 15 con save from you, Aaron.
Gotcha.
They're going to focus this so it pushes you off the roof and you alone.
What was the DC?
15.
I got a 14.
Okay, one moment. That is going to be... that is going to be 4 thunder damage to you, and you are pushed 10 feet off the roof in this direction. And after doing that, Una will offer to Sly, do you want to get out of here?
Mm-hmm.
They grab your hand and they misty step over here. And that will be their turn. That brings us to Zoraius. Zoraius, you are still reeling from the last turn you had. You casted Remove Curse. And something about that seemed familiar. And you can't quite place where. Suddenly, we're going to shift away from our combat. No, we need something.
Is this the Haunted Mansion music?
Is this copyrighted?
We shift
There I was in the
instead
haunted mansion.
somewhere completely different. One moment. Huge shift here. Where is... Here we go. We shift to another part of the world entirely. This is maybe... How many years ago do you think it might be?
Oh, brother. Probably anywhere from... we'll say anywhere from 3 to 15-ish years, probably.
Okay. Well, probably would have been about... The part where we're picking up is going to be probably about 3 years ago.
Copy.
Deep in the Wittermaw Mountains, it's been, based on what you said, 15, it's probably been about 12 years since you completely escaped the Feywild. And then found yourself captured and put to work by an entity known as the Beast King. You're moving through the snow right now, pulling carrying like a large sack of rocks. In it is coal. There's probably some chunks of iron you were able to find. It's whatever value you were able to dig yourself out of the mines. Your whole body is frigid, freezing cold as you move through the snow, trying to make your way back to your shelter. What does Zoraius think of in times like this? What keeps them going?
I think he just counts his steps. I think as he's making his way through the snow, it's just first step, second step. It's cold. I'm hungry. I'm tired. Third step, fourth step, 10 steps until that next rock.
Yeah. You move through the snow, pulling this large sack of rocks, and as you do, you get closer to your shelter. The door is open, letting out precious heat that you guys have been holding on to. It's usually sort of too warm in the shelter sometimes. That might be why the door is open, but you guys would normally never do that, because it's better for it to be too warm inside, so that way during the nights when it gets freezing cold, hopefully some of that warmth stays around. But someone is, wants something more climate for them, something, a little bit of mix of hot air and cold. And that person is this gentleman right here. You know them, though you, the player, have never met them before. Your character would know them. This is Pieldrich. Pieldrich was someone who escaped from the Feywilds, much like yourself. They found themselves imprisoned by the Beast King, much like yourself. But unlike you, Pieldrich took the offer to essentially bend the knee, do whatever favors are asked, prove that they're trustworthy, and they've been given many freedoms, able to walk around, do as they please. They don't have to do manual labor. They are more of a managerial role as they oversee people like you and your brother work. How do you react as you come towards your hovel carrying these rocks?
Pieldrich?
Zoraius! They're crunching into an apple right about now. You don't get many apples. Find anything good?
Coal. Iron. Maybe some obsidian, perhaps. I couldn't identify it too well. I'm a bit tired. I'm hungry.
You're filthy, too.
Thank you.
Your brother coming in soon?
Game Master? Oh,
Yeah.
George. Do I know where my brother is right now?
Yeah, your brother would normally... the situation in this place is such that you're pretty safe in terms of, doing your work. You don't have to worry about anything attacking you or wolves or anything like that. So your brother's still at the mines, probably finishing another load, and is going to be bringing it here shortly.
Gotcha.
It's
Understood.
not dangerous for you guys to be apart in situations like this.
He'll be in when he's in.
Unless he tries to make a run for it.
You just watch Zoraius the eyebrows furrow, like the glare of him even insinuating that vocally aloud.
I mean, you could too, for what it's worth. It's not like I won't stop you guys.
Can I come inside now?
Yeah, it's your hovel. Yeah, feel free.
Thank you. Just gonna drop the like sled at the door, and make my way inside. Immediately go to the fire.
Yeah, it was getting kind of toasty in here, so I just opened it up for some breeze. I hope you don't mind.
It's gonna get cold tonight. You should close that.
I mean, don't you want, like, the cross breeze? They smile at you, knowing full well.
No, I don't want the cross breeze. Must I beg for you to close that door so I don't freeze tonight?
Nah, you don't have to do that. They shut the door.
Does it make you feel good?
This is what make me feel good.
Your position?
Yeah.
The offer you accepted?
Yeah. That makes me feel great. Does it make you feel good to stay humble?
Sure.
I mean, like I said, if it doesn't, you can always run. I won't stop you. I'm not even going to report on you. But, you know, they'll just send the werestag after you. So you probably won't make it far, huh?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Don't you think it's fucked up that they let you guys, like, basically, like, be wherever you want and there's no bars or anything like that, but you just know you can't escape? It would drive me crazy. I just, you know, even thinking about it. If our roles were reversed, I mean.
They were at one time.
Yeah, they were,
It's
but
probably
you...
best you don't forget that.
I can't forget it. I always wonder why you made the choice you did. Isn't it better to take the perks where you can? Have a little bit of freedom?
Not before my brother. Not
You sure
before
he
him.
feels the same way?
It doesn't matter how he feels about the situation.
All right. Well, suit yourself. If you enjoy being in this hovel, so be it.
Does that mean you're taking a stroll?
I might touch in again soon. Do you need anything?
An apple would be amazing, but I doubt you'll get one.
Sure. And he tosses you the chewed up apple core.
I take a bite out of the apple core itself. I'll eat the stem.
Be seeing you around, Zoraius.
Yeah. See you around.
They head out. As they open the door, they look back at you and just sort of smirk, and you see in the distance your brother is approaching. Also hauling a sack of rocks.
I stand up and begin to walk towards the door.
Pildrich sort of eyes your brother over once or twice and then keeps walking out into the snow. You're never sure where they go exactly. But again, they have those freedoms that you don't. Why is it so cold in here?
Bastard left the door open.
Fucking kidding me, man. Well, all right. You get a good haul?
It's enough to make sure our rations aren't cut, at least.
I hope. You doing okay?
I'm fine. How are you? Here, I saved you this, and I pass him the other half of the apple core.
Lovely. Filter to
Fine
scraps,
dining.
I'm guessing?
Gourmet piltrich, if you will.
Yeah. They take it, and instead you see them putting it into like a pot of water and sort of just trying to use it to like flavor whatever you guys are going to eat tonight. You
The next time they offer a bump to somebody, you should take it.
give me one moment. I'm just realizing there's no people are saying there's no music. Is that true?
Ah!
1 second.
I can hear it on my end.
Okay, yeah, let me just make sure that it's going out to everybody. Okay, I think it is. All right. If not, let me know. Okay, people hear music. Great. I'm sorry. Zoraius, what were you saying?
The next time they offer a bump to somebody, you should take it.
I can't do that. I mean, I'd rather die here than work with these monsters.
It's not about that, Melis. It's, like, do a look around, make sure there's no prying ears or eyes. It's about finding the opportunities where we can find them. It's about maybe being able to get out of here when we can.
Yeah. Yeah. Just what would be the point if we sacrifice who we are, right?
To live another day and make up for it.
Dad didn't get to live another day.
No. No, he didn't. You're right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm gonna
Dinner's
put some more wood on the fire.
Yeah. Dinner's quiet between the two of you. You find yourself in this precarious situation. Your brother's not willing to do what it takes to rise up out of this place. What's going through your head?
Just the everyday thought of using whatever tools we have, the pickaxes, the wood axes, taking the most mobile weapon I can find and hoofing it, literally and figuratively. But then the thought of leaving Malice behind or trying to take Malice with me, and I just get flashes of Malice on the ground, and the lichens or the stag standing over him. I don't think he could make it. I don't think he's fast enough.
As night comes over the region and you finally lay down to rest, what is going through your mind in terms of, not what's going through your mind, but what kind of things does Zoraius dream about in these days?
I think he thinks back to the Feywild before they had to leave. Thinks about his father and his brother and his sister. They used to tell stories about his mother. He thinks about Melis whittling away, creating little figurines. Just the better times.
Yeah. It's while you're laying in bed and while you're laying there, as you try to sleep and you try to dream of these better opportunities, of these hopeful futures, the change in temperature from what Pildrich did earlier in the day, it causes humidity and condensation to build up in the roof of your guys' little hovel. And because of that, cold water drip, drip, drip splashes down onto you.
Fucking dick.
You twist, turn in your sleep, try to ignore it, try to move, but throughout the night it wakes you up several times until finally exhaustion takes you. As you're laying there and this water is dripping onto your already at this point soaked head, the water, freezing cold, drips and slides into your ear. And suddenly, as you're dreaming, you feel a sudden sensation. A sensation of freezing cold splashing against your body all at once. Poof. And you find yourself weightless, floating under the water. You move and you can feel resistance around you as you sink deeper and deeper below. Does Zoraius know how to swim? I believe he doesn't, correct?
No.
You kick and thrash, but find yourself continuing to sink ever deeper. And as you do, a voice overcomes you. Is this where you want to die?
No.
Frozen cold and wet.
No.
What are you willing to do to escape that fate?
If I can save my family, anything.
Anything?
And Zoraius thinks back to the Feywild. Thinks back to his childhood and thinks of the cold and the hovel and his brother and his father and his sister. Anything.
First, you need to escape this place.
They're gonna hunt me down.
We will give you the tools you need to escape.
And my brother?
We make no promises for him. But if he can survive the journey, you must find the Lake of Ice. There we will find you and take you away from this place. Do you think you can reach it?
What do you want in exchange?
Your services. You offered anything, did you not?
I did.
And you're willing to pay that price?
I am.
Then we have an agreement. You suddenly wake up in your bed in the hovel, soaked wet, freezing cold. You spring up in your bed and come crawling out of your tent. The fire is getting low. What does Zoraius do after this strange recollection?
I think I pinch myself first. Make sure I'm not streaming still. And then I think I'm gonna go stare at Melis for a little bit. Gonna watch him as he rests. He's not fast enough. He wouldn't make it. What I could come back for you. And I'm kind of muttering this out loud under my breath. I could come back with a better plan. And all you'd have to do is keep your head down and survive. I love you, brother. I do. And I will be back for you. I think I stand up and walk towards the front door of the hovel.
Do you leave a note? Anything?
I wouldn't want to incriminate him. But I think I'll take his whittler's knife by the logs.
Okay. You take his knife. You head out into the darkness, closing the door behind you. And he's not there. There we go.
Oh, thank God.
You head out into the snow. You don't know much about these gifts that you've been given. You don't even know that you've received anything. What surges Zoraius out into the darkness with nothing they know of?
With me standing here at the exterior, with it not being too late to turn back, I just kind of look up towards the sky and go, now would be a great time for some intervention, because I'm about to do something really fucking stupid. That's what I thought. Okay. And I just begin to walk.
You begin to walk, heading out into the snow. And ignoring the short distance I've moved you on the map, as you move through the trees into the wilderness, you get further and further from your hovel. And at some point you hear that guttural roar in the distance. That strange, inhuman sound that you heard when you first came here from the Feywilds. You start to run, and as you run, you feel like... You ever feel like waterlogged in your ear? It's like that feeling, and you're running, but like it almost feels like it's throwing off your balance, pushing you in one direction or the other. You reach your hand up and sort of like jam your finger into your ear to try to like shake it out. And as you do, the moment you place your finger there, you hear like a whisper. It's like whispering words to you. Incantations, magics that you're not familiar with.
I repeat them.
You start repeating them, and as you do, you're able to conjure little bits of magic, green light at your fingertips.
Okay. Little light show. Please be more than that.
As you run, give me an Arcana check.
That is an 8.
An 8. You fumble and fiddle with this stuff, trying your hardest, but you hear those stomping hooves as something's chasing you as fast as it can, following your trail as you race further into the darkness. You hear that guttural roar again, but it's closer. You wiggle your ear and you hear those whispers still. Give me another Arcana check.
Daddy needs a new set of hooves. Let's go. Okay, 23.
23. You think you understand a little bit of it. and you sort of make these symbols, and you see in front of you ice start to melt. And as the ice melts, it makes a small pool, which sort of like sucks itself up. And then you see sitting there in the snow, sort of like this thin layer of snow that it's hollowed out for itself, is a mace, a flail.
I pick it up.
Yes, you do. It instantly, the center of it glows green with a brilliant light. You worry, though, the attention that this might bring you as you continue to run, and you hear those hooves stomping further, trying to chase after you.
He's too fast. He's too powerful. I have to think on my feet here. The goal is evasion, not defeating him.
You hear that movement, and you look back, and it's far worse than you thought. They're very close. This beast charging on its back legs, massive claws drenched in blood from a kill that must not have been far from now. It races towards you, horns aimed at you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, buddy. Oh, no. 7.
7. As you try to flee, this thing charges forward, and you feel a piercing sting as one of its antlers pierces into your shoulder, pinning you up against a tree. As it roars and you feel your back scrape against the tree and branches break off as your shoulders are pushed up into them, you hear that whisper still in your ear. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, for the love of God, please. Unscripted, dirty 20.
You hear these words and you try to follow them out. As you do, your flail glows a bright green as you conjure your first spell. Bestow Curse. And at that moment, runes and sigils surround the head of this werestag, momentarily encircling it. And as they do, this is the thing that present-day Zoraius is thinking of. This is the thing that they feel like they just saw again for the first time when they tried to cast spell, remove curse on Aaren. You're sure of it. And in that moment, as you cast this, magic twists over the werestag. It backs off of you, confused, sort of disoriented. You fall from the tree bloody and begin to run again into the snow. The werestag goes to chase, but it's stumbling, like it's off balance. Not hurt, not dying, but something's affecting its mind as it tries to give chase. You continue to run. As you do, give me a survival check.
Uh, 19.
19. Okay, one moment. You successfully navigate through the snow. As you do, you see up ahead this ice lake that you were told to flee to. One moment. Sorry, we're going to be doing a lot of hopping around scenes tonight. I'm gonna try to be as quick as I can with it, but you know, it's a lot. You race
I think as I'm like sprinting towards the ice lake, I just kind of like mutter under my breath, Zana's gonna kill me if I finally gonna die by not learning how to swim.
You race out onto the ice lake, which looks very much like this. There we go. As you do, you race out onto it, and as you do, you start to break and crack ice as you run. Give me a survival check.
Okay. Oh, Daniel, I know what you mean about digital cocked dice now. That's a 9.
You try your best, but everywhere you walk, you seem to be causing cracks. And worse yet, you see pursuing you is the werestag, chasing you out onto the ice. As it does, it creates even more cracks beneath its feet as it runs out towards you. The ice breaking beneath it. If it gets a hold of you, if it jabs you again, you're probably both going to fall into a freezing death. What's going through Zoraius' mind at this moment?
I'm probably thinking, can I break the ice before it gets to me?
You look down at the ice as it's charging at you behind you. You hear its roars, you hear it struggling to run on the ice, and also its own confusion from whatever curse you placed on it. And as you look down at the ice is looking back up at you. The moonlight shining off your face, casting a reflection down on the ice. But the ice isn't quite you because it's smiling right now. This vision of you staring back up at yourself smiles, and then suddenly its hands, the hands of this Zoraius in the ice, reach up and grab your ankles, and you feel as the ice breaks. And then suddenly you, well, whatever happened after that, not really important right now. Aaron's been pushed off the roof. You're standing there. It is your turn in combat.
Last initiative, I cast guidance on myself in preparation to attempt another remove curse.
Okay. So, like we did last time, remove curse. Last time you rolled a 17, I believe, and it wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you now the DC is 19. For those who don't know the way we run it at our table, remove curse is sort of like counterspell. If the thing you're trying to remove, if the curse was made at a higher level, you have to roll to be able to break it. So you're going to give me a spell casting ability check, and do you guys hear ice cracking still? That's weird. Not important. You make a spell casting ability check. You need to beat a 19. I believe that is your charisma, which is a +4.
Yes.
And then you have guidance, so go for it. You need a 15 on the dice, but less depending on how high you roll guidance.
16 on the die, 3 on the d4 for a 19 plus 4 is 23.
Nice. You focus this magic, and as Aaren gets pushed off the roof by Una, you see their wings flap, sort of balancing them upright. Aaron's ready to make another charge and go after someone, possibly after Una again, possibly after Fable. But you reach out with your magics, focusing, and as you do, you start to break this curse. separating it apart as you remember what you went through and how you created the curse before. You see it breaking apart, and it's unmistakable now. It's definitely the same in some fashion. And as you're doing that,
Come on, Aaren, you're in there somewhere.
we go over to Sly. Sly. You are going through a lot today.
Yeah. To say the least, indeed.
As you see Zoraius trying to break this magic off of Aaren, are there any memories of Aaren that would come to mind?
I think there's a lot of them. It's like a Rolodex flipping through a bunch of different memories, but I think the one that Sly lands on is because he looks so villainous right now, that she thinks of the first time she thought of him as a hero, which was like way before she touched the deck. It was before the Seer business. It was when like her and everybody in her life were just very mundane, normal people, living off the legacy of their grandmother, doing some chores or some other such with Aaren and having a very deep conversation.
You guys are in the kitchen. It's late. Pepper is out somewhere this evening. In the early years with Aaren, this was quite common. But what's it like for both of you now? What are you doing at this time? What is this moment that you remember Aaren heroically for the first time?
I remember we were doing a chore for my mom. I can't remember what it was. It was may have been like cutting up some things for dinner before she got back, or maybe cleaning up some of the pots and pans. I can't remember. It was something kitchen related. And I was griping about it because I didn't want to do it. She'd asked us to come in after having like a really long, fun day of a bunch of games that Aaren said were training. And it was like the most fun I'd ever had. So obviously didn't want to come in and start doing chores after that. But there was something about Aaren talking to me about chores, telling me that they're important for different reasons, that kind of recontextualized what heroism could be in my eyes at that point. So I think I remember holding something that I was supposed to be using to clean with, but I was mostly just like flipping it and catching it and flipping it and catching it while Aaren was doing most of the actual work.
Sweetheart, can you put down that spatula, please?
Yep. As soon as I catch it after it spins 5 times in the air.
And then he's chopping up like onions and apples and all these different things. So we got to get things prepped. There's supposed to be some sort of gathering. They're supposed to be having some socialites over to talk. Will you pay attention, please?
I am paying attention to my destiny, which is calling me. Open up that window, Aaren. Can't you hear it? I'm going to be a hero.
Then catch this. And then he throws a slice of apple at you to try to catch you.
Just straight to the forehead. Like
A lot of apples being tossed around today.
Exactly. Bring that up there to the trash. Listen, come here.
All right. Yeah.
And I think he just kind of pulls up a stool and kind of sits down. Listen, I know it was more fun doing what we were doing earlier. Playing games, shooting targets, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But this is part of what makes a hero a hero.
Dishes.
dishes.
I don't really see the glory in that, Aaren. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, it is one of the most glorious things that you could ever do. Chores.
I'm listening.
Okay, so what do you think a hero is?
A hero is an adventurer with a weapon who uses it.
Okay. You see, I had someone teach me that a hero is not someone you measure by the gold or their status or what magical weapon they're wielding. A hero is just someone who does a selfless act of love, even for people who don't love them back. You just do it because it's the right thing to do. So
And you love dishes?
Not exactly, but I love you all. I care about you all. And so this is an act of service, selfless. And that, in and of itself, is an act of heroism. Whether you're slaying a dragon or slaying dishes before some sort of gathering.
Is that why Mom says that you're so heroic and gallant?
She said that. She said that.
I throw the apple at your head.
That's not even. I don't even. Listen. Adventure will call to you eventually. It will. But you have to keep in mind, especially for the roughest times, that sometimes you just have to help, be of help. And sometimes it doesn't feel like that's enough, but sometimes it's all you can do. And that will make the world of difference.
Okay, I'll be a shining knight of clean dishes for now.
You'll get it when you're older, trust me. Yes.
Oh, when I'm older, I'll be so heroic. Other people will be doing my dishes heroically. Just you wait.
Oh, definitely. There'll be a whole assembly line of dishes getting cleaned.
I don't eat that much, and I'm gonna start like scrubbing the dishes, but I think you notice there's like a fervor there. It's not just like, fine, I'll do the dishes. There's like heroically doing the dishes, like a little bit of extra elbow grease, like some actual concentration and focus, like mindfulness going into it. And Sly looks up at you and says, "You always do the dishes and always help around the house."
Yeah.
So you're a hero.
Yeah.
You could be my hero if you wanted.
Well, sure. But you have to understand that, look, being a hero is what other people call you. And that's never something you should be worried about. Only thing that should matter is that at the end of the day, when you put your head on your pillow, you know you did the right thing. And you tried.
Yeah, you're my hero.
I appreciate it.
She'll go back to doing the dishes, but I do think even now her eyes slide over towards like Aaron's feet, where the deck is just under that bed. She goes back to the dishes and focuses in, but in the back of her mind, the deck has always been an option.
You think that over, and what Aaren meant to you then, and the example they set for you. in the difficult situation you're facing now, as something's clearly wrong with him. We'll sit on that for just a moment. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we have two more little flashbacks prepared to dive into, and we'll be continuing our episode. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 15 minutes, and when we return, we have a lot more to dive in, specifically Aaron's memories, especially.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see what that entails. So don't go anywhere. It's a great show ahead of us. And yeah, we'll be right back. Okay, hang tight.
Hello, did you know that Forgotten Adventures releases new assets for use in your virtual tabletop every month? Let's recap. This month, they've added brand new assets such as sticks, cranks, levers, puddles, and even siege weapons. That's right, grab that trebuchet. It's coming along with us. They've also released a few new maps, such as this versatile Grasslands Hill map that you can customize to your whim, a spooky sewer crypt, as well as 2 new desert-themed maps, which, hey, are perfect for all your desert-themed tokens that they just made as well. Like this Desert Wyvern, which my game master says will be perfect in a few sessions. George, why does the script say that? Oh, we're still not done, because Forgotten Adventures actually hit 1,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel this month. And one of their players, HowdyLoveDarlin, also known as Meadow, who plays Sly on Fears and Fortunes, won a Crit Award for the best D&D player in a campaign. To get your hands on the assets that I've already mentioned, please come to patreon.com/ForgottenAdventures or go to forgotten-adventures.net. And if you want to check out some new actual plays, maybe catch some of our streams live, go to twitch.tv/ForgottenAdventures. Have a good one, everybody.
If you need art for your tokens, then Forgotten Adventures has just the thing for you. The new token browser makes searching our library of over 11,000 tokens easier than ever. You can search for the tokens you want by name, then just click and drag to your actor and it's done. You can even set it to randomize color variants if you're feeling fancy. Token Browser is currently in beta, but it and our free library of tokens is available today for all Foundry version 13 users. And the full library of over 11,000 tokens is available to Adventure Tier patron supporters. Check it out today in Foundry or over at patreon.com/Forgotten Adventures.
Okay, a dragon's lair should be just up this way. All we have to do is climb up this mountain and be careful.
Oh, I'll grant you inspiration, my friend.
Wait, no!
Oh, that was my bad.
This video was made using the Frozen Layer Battle Map by Forgotten Adventures. You can find it in our FA Battle Maps module for Foundry, where you can create deadly avalanches with just the click of a mouse.
Hey, if you're playing a wizard in D&D, be careful where you place your spells. Learn from my mistake.
And I'm alt casting Shatter on him.
So con save. That's 3.
Okay, so how much do I roll for an ult?
Oh, okay, you're ulting on him. Okay.
I want him dead.
I want him dead.
We're gonna do so much hard work after this.
You use your ultimate. Roll 8d6 plus the normal damage for the spell.
8. Okay.
Obliterate.
That's 28 plus 15, which is 43 damage.
You just let loose, causing this shatter. One of your beloved apple trees shatters into pieces from the force of the attack, splintering wood everywhere, showering this goblin with wooden spikes, apples falling on him, and then as he's already taken a bunch of force damage, the tree falls on him and crushes him. So he is very much dead.
Okay. Alu, can you grow trees quickly? Can you make one come back?
I am a druid, but I am not a god. We can plant a tree, Leo.
Can you make it come back quickly, please? I was really attached to that tree, but I also didn't want you to die.
We'll do a great deal of gardening when we have the chance.
Okay.
Oh.
Hey Gracie, can you describe your latest D&D session in 3 words? I'll do you one better. I'll do it in 1 picture. Look at this. I am so not okay. At all.
This is a sign to not ask your DM for a beach episode. They will give you a beach episode if you do, and you'll get hit on by a hot pirate lady, and then she'll take out 75% of your hit points, and then you'll get downed by her minions, and you'll get petrified and turned to stone while you're downed, and while that's happening, your rogue might just be in a coffin, drowning, while they're still alive. If you ask them for a beach episode, that might happen to you.
My D&D session was 8 hours ago, and I am still reeling from that shit. I just gotta sit with that. The gut punch that I was delivered. We just gotta hold that for a week and be normal. I can't be normal about this. Okay, here's what happened. So the sorcerer homie got kidnapped like last session, right? Got kidnapped. But we got their location. They're being held in some like former Dwergar mine outpost bastion kind of thing, right? So the rest of the party strolls up to get her out and some other folks. Okay, cool. We get to the spot, right? We get to the front door. We see there's a crack in the wall, something that somebody could crawl through. I'm playing a druid. My druid's like, yo, listen, I go spider mode. We can get in there. He goes spider mode. We get in there. I start traversing, right? I'm exploring. I'm seeing where our foes are, what the layout is, getting an idea and a lay in the land. I'm not finding much in the term of alternative entrances to this place, right? So he gets out, skedaddles, goes to the party, relays the information. Hey, gang, listen. I'm not seeing much by the way of alternative routes to enter, so we might just have to bust through and start getting active. And that's what we did, okay? And that's what we did. Knock from the wizard on the front door. Not, knocking, but like the spell, right? Paladin, pshum, bust through. Bust through. Out the gate, beams up the stairs. There's some goblins by some like arrow slits that are gonna do some sneak shit. Paladin starts swinging. Cool. My druid's like, that's the kind of time we're on? All right, say less. He comes through. He goes into the mess hall, which is right by the front door. He sees some goblins chilling, mind their business, eating, nom nom nom. He says, fuck your peace, I bring war, erupting earth. Jagged rock, difficult terrain, debris everywhere, right? 26 damage to those who fail, 13 to those who succeed. All right, we're coming in hot. And who comes in hotter? The ranger. Hasten, comes through, speedy, pshum, 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 blasting, spraying all over the place, okay? Brings a couple more down, gets a couple more goblins down, right? We're looking good, we're feeling good. We came in hot. More goblins funnel through, of course. The erupting earth was pretty loud. It's pretty loud. It echoed throughout the halls. That makes sense, right? That makes sense. We get through maybe 2 rounds, maybe 3 rounds of combat. 3 people making death saves. Mind you, the entrance to this place in the mess hall, practically in the same spot. We're still at the door, effectively. We haven't explored as a party throughout this place, and already we're making death saves. So, yeah, I just gotta hold that.
Hello, did you know that Forgotten Adventures releases new assets for use in your virtual tabletop every month? Let's recap. This month, they've added brand new assets such as sticks, cranks, levers, puddles, and even siege weapons. That's right, grab that trebuchet. It's coming along with us. They've also released a few new maps, such as this versatile Grasslands Hill map that you can customize to your whim, a spooky sewer crypt, as well as 2 new desert-themed maps, which, hey, are perfect for all your desert-themed tokens that they just made as well, like this Desert Wyvern, which my game master says will be perfect in a few sessions. George, why does the script say that? Oh, we're still not done, because Forgotten Adventures actually hit 1,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel this month, and one of their players, HowdyLoveDarlin, also known as Meadow, who plays Sly on Fears and Fortunes, won a crit award for the best D&D player in a campaign. To get your hands on the assets that I've already mentioned, please come to patreon.com/ForgottenAdventures or go to forgotten-adventures.net. And if you want to check out some new actual plays, maybe catch some of our streams live, go to twitch.tv/ForgottenAdventures. Have a good one, everybody.
Get over, get over.
Oh, sorry. I was busy looking into my own character's eyes. Hi, we're back. This art's so incredible. I had to start with that. Okay. Coming back to everything. So, Sly, you have that memory flash before your mind as you think about what to do with Aaren next. Elsewhere, Fable. You are also thinking about your own past in this moment. And so we find you here. You are at the circus yet again. This is about 12 years ago.
Oh.
Around this time, you've been busy. You're still like you haven't met Sly yet or anything like that. In fact, right now it's a weird time for you because one of the few people you talk to is Olivia. Olivia Bolshoi, your boss, the ringleader of the carnival, but she's been busy lately with this new person she's seeing.
Interesting.
And while that's happening, you've been trying to make new friends, and you've actually made one. I've given you the opportunity to think about it, but the person is this one right here. She goes by the name, maybe it's a stage name, but she goes by the name of Madame Belle. And they run this attraction at the carnival known as the Gazing Maze. How did you become friends with them?
So as I'm just a baby, 12 years ago, a young adult baby, I was not getting the attention that I wanted, so I had to go get it myself. I think it just started by visiting, kind of visiting the attractions more as like a viewer, kind of looking for a distraction. And then I started playing pranks on Madame Belle because she's at the House of Mirrors. It's just so perfect. I can just grab something of hers and then run in and then be everywhere and nowhere, and just she always catches me and I always get in trouble, but it's fun to try.
Makes sense. What that's what you guys kind of bond over. How do you think of them? As a close friend, as sort of a work colleague? Obviously, you and Gideon are probably the closest friends.
Yeah. She's been with the circus longer than me, and she's just a little bit older, so I guess kind of like another sibling in ways. She is very much oldest sister energy of won't let me get away with anything, but then when she catches me, she'll be okay, here's how you should do it next time so you can actually get away with it.
Okay. Well, today, as you are figuring out what to do, the circus, it's actually getting late. The circus is closing up, and you see Madame Belle walk into this back area that's normally closed off to guests. It's normal for them to be back here, though. But as they walk through, suddenly the lion tamer, he's sort of like the beast master of this part of the carnival. One of his lions goes nuts, snarls, and leaps up near Belle, almost cutting them. And she sort of staggers back, sort of surprised, but also sort of snarling in anger and disgust.
Oh?
I'm really sorry about that. The lion tamer starts to pull their lion back and try to like, shh, it's fine, it's fine.
Did it actually get her or just kind of jump scared her?
No,
Can I
just
tell
sort of
them
jump
all?
scared her.
Okay, hey, make sure you're feeding him proper, all right? I'll go over to...
Of course. Belle looks sort of annoyed and is like stomping off. For a moment, they almost don't seem to recognize you there.
Different cat.
Hmm?
This one doesn't attack. I'm not... It was a joke, because it's a lion, and... never mind. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. They look you up and down.
I look her up and down.
They sort of like sneer at you. I'm sorry, I'm just not a cat person. And then they turn and they start walking away.
Okay, you're not really a person's person either, so... Wait, what? Wait, are you seriously mad? Like, run after her.
You run after them. What do you do?
I guess I'm just trying to get her attention. This has, like, been my main source of attention lately, and I don't know. She doesn't... This is not, like, typical, like...
No.
She's not... It's, like, more... Like, it's normally more good-natured. I can tell that it's not right now, right?
It doesn't feel good nature, no.
Did something happen in town? Did someone do something? Are you...
You, like, run up and you sort of, like, try to get there. Is everything all right? Did something happen in town? And as you put your hand on them, they sort of recoil and push away from you. Don't touch me, Fable!
I definitely, like, recoil in return. Like, all the, like, negative cat body language, like, ears flat to the head, like, tail kind of tucked. Okay. I'm gonna just turn on heel and walk back the direction I came from. Is she walking towards her attraction, or where is she going? Does it
Looks
seem
like she's probably just going to, like, get food. There's usually like a common area where the circus will have like food for their own staff and things like that.
Okay, I'm gonna turn heel. I'm gonna kind of like take a lap and then try and like check back in with where she is, because she's acting weird. But now I'm freaked out.
As you go to walk away, they yell a remark towards you, and this is going to stick with you probably for many years to come. Yeah, go see if they have room in those cages for you. What's Fable's reaction to this?
Wow. She's gonna walk over to the cages back where she came from. I mean, kind of. And I think she's just gonna sit right next to the lion's cage. I'm assuming he's back in his
Yeah,
enclosure
we'll say they're putting him in the cage right now. There we go.
I'm gonna go sit next to him, and I'm gonna stick my hand in there and kind of like give him little scritches.
He's friendly.
I guess you knew before I did, huh, buddy? Maybe.
Fable?
Is that
you
Gideon?
see coming back, and yeah, you see Gideon coming back in after doing some work outside.
Hey, you got any food on you? She'll gesture at the lion.
I can get something. Are you all right?
Hey, Madame Belle has never been rude to you or said anything, right? You would tell me if she did, if anyone did.
She gave me a little bit of the cold shoulder today. Something happened?
I don't think she's someone who's on our side, kid.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fable. Gideon sits down next to you.
It's okay. I mean, words can't hurt us, right? And she says this, but like, it's not. She's doing Fable. She's putting a smile on her face, but it doesn't like reach her eyes quite.
Oh, I think they can do a good amount of damage. Sometimes you just don't really know people, right?
You never know people, do you?
Maybe
Except
not.
for you and I.
Well, we're different.
I'll say. She'll do like a little cat ear gesture with her hand. But that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Because not everyone can do what we can do.
No, not everyone can.
Listen, if anybody comes and says anything to you, I'm gonna talk to Olivia about this.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I haven't had any other problems. You eventually will go and talk to Olivia. And that's probably the last time you see Madame Belle for quite a while at the circus. But that's what's coming through your mind now as you're standing on the roof looking at Aaren dealing with this magic that's hovering over them. Gideon's words about people not being who you think they are. And that just sort of rattles in your mind. Is there anything you want to do while Aaren is struggling with this and Zoraius is trying to help them?
I guess if it looks like it hasn't gone through, the only thing I would try to do would be my command spell again, just to get him to drop what he's holding or stop resisting or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if the save for that is needed, but I would just try to focus on that.
Okay. You try to assist, and now we dive into Aaron's head.
Yeah.
Aaren. Where were we? Aaren, a series of memories in your head feel like they're unraveling. You remember being there. You remember standing in Pepper's house a long time ago. You remember talking to Sly, telling them what it means to be heroic. And as you tried to explain that, you remember Sly's response to you. A hero is someone with a weapon who uses it. And they feel confident about that. You see this sort of arrogance over them. Try explaining to them about chores and how that's a responsibility they need to follow. And they say to you in this snide tone, "Is that why Mom says you're heroic?"
What do you mean by that?
Because you do dishes and things around the house, so you're a hero?
I help out because that's what needs to be done, Sly.
Okay. They turn away from you and look out the window, and you catch their eyes darting to the deck underneath the bed. You get this uneasy feeling. Suddenly, you're not there anymore. Suddenly, your memories are pulling you in a different direction. You find yourself instead somewhere much further from here. You find yourself instead on streets far away under a blistering sun. So you want to be a mercenary, huh?
Yeah, if you're hiring.
Now, I need to be clear. This is not what Aaren looks like at this time. Aaren looks more like this.
Oh my god!
Is that not the most adorable token you've ever seen?
Baby!
Anna is cleaning her gun and loading it. Look, kid, if you want to be a mercenary, you need to be prepared. Prepared to kill everyone you meet. Because you don't know who's going to stab you in the back. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. I understand. You see, I have people I have to take care of. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And there are some people who said that sooner or later, I'm going to be breathing fire or something like that. And I'm going to be ready. Whatever you need me to do, I got it.
You just got to remember those people that are relying on you, those are liabilities. They're your most vulnerable weakness.
But I'm doing it. But I'm doing this for them.
Of course. But you also need to keep an eye on them.
Yes, ma'am.
Young you sort of takes that knowledge in, and again, present day, your head spinning. You find yourself now staring out of a window back at upscale defenses. This was maybe a few months ago. Pepper's watching outside as Sly trains on her dummy, practicing. Pepper says to you, "Does she remind you of Theo?"
I can see it, kinda.
I can't. I just don't see it.
Well, it's just...
She's never gonna be what she was.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she don't have to. She doesn't have to be. But the The power's there.
Do you really think you can prepare her?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll try. I don't know.
You struggle with this. What's going through your mind right now? What are you thinking in reaction to this?
Confusion. Like I'm swimming. Like I'm, like my head is cloudy underwater and I'm being fed all of this information. And it just feels like it's conflicting.
It does. It feels like it's conflicting. And it sort of makes like this feedback loop on you. It's conflicting, something's wrong, but then that just keeps making you examine it closer and closer, which tells you something's wrong, which makes you examine closer, which tells you something's wrong, which makes you examine closer, and you keep going into these circles. And as Zoraius breaks the curse over you and it starts to shatter, these memories start flowing back to you more the way they were. Pepper is standing there watching Sly. Do you think, does she remind you of Theo?
I mean, kinda.
I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah, well, the power's there, but she'll grow into her own, in her own way.
Yeah, in her own way. I don't think she's ever gonna be like her. She has this smile on her face, beaming.
Yeah, she does.
You remember being a kid in those streets. So you want to be a mercenary, huh?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Well, first thing you need to know is you need to be prepared. Have a plan to kill anyone you meet. You never know who's going to stab you in the back. And it's not pretty, but that's just how the world works.
I understand. I'm willing to do whatever's necessary, but I'm doing this for my family.
You're going to have to keep a close eye on them too, though. Family, you're doing this for them, that makes them a liability. People might use that against you. You sure you want to get into this business?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I heard around in the neighborhood, people said sooner than later I'm going to be breathing fire or something like that, so I can do this.
All right. Well, then watch me. And she shows you how to use a gun.
All right.
And as she's showing you that, your mind flashes to the memory we saw earlier from Sly's point of view. Of them and how they looked at you. And how they saw you as that hero that they wanted to be like one day. That all rushes to your mind as you feel this conflicted narrative sort of starts to shatter and break. The feelings and emotions you've had over these last few months, those are real, they're still there. But now there's so much contrary evidence. Your wings dissipate as you lower yourself to the ground, trying to recontextualize everything. Aaren, you're free of your curse.
Come on, Aaren. You're in there somewhere. Come on.
I think in that moment, as Aaron's battling all this and the curse's grip is loosening on his mind, He starts to just grab his head like it's the most intense migraine that you can ever imagine. Like his head is just throbbing. And he's just saying, let go of my mind. Let go of my mind. Let go of my mind. And I think involuntarily his dragon's breath just starts to fire out at the ground and like hits a couple of windows as he's just screaming for it to let go. And then there's just this moment of like being dropped off in the middle of the street. Just this clarity and this loneliness and this vastness of realizing what's happened. And he just kind of drops his weapon and falls to his knees.
You see Sly and Una on the roof across from you. You guys are all out of combat. You may feel free to do as you wish. Una's holding on to you tightly, Sly, but also observing and seeing what's happening.
Aaren?
What is it? I think he'll see Una bleeding, and Una's blood is on his sword. And he unchains Loyal Edge from his arm, and I think he unattunes from it.
I'm gonna meet him on the ground and jump off the roof. I'm gonna put my flail on the ground next to me. Just begin to slowly approach him. Aaren. Aaren. It's okay.
I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
I know.
Sure.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. It's okay. Sly, what did you say it was?
She just like lifts a finger and points at the strap to the bag that would have the book in it. Assuming that's what Zoe is talking about in this moment.
I'm just gonna take this from you for just a moment, Aaren, okay?
It's not in the bag. I hid it. I hid it before I came home. After the meeting, I hid it. It was never even on me.
Where is it now?
It's a warehouse. Not too far on the edge of the docks.
I just look up towards Sly.
Yeah, Zoe's this close to Aaren, and there's no scuffling happen. So I think in that moment, she slides her bag of holding off and hands it to Una. And I think we're in like the last couple of rounds, quote unquote, of her having fly up, but she's going to use it. She's going to give her bag to Una so that her cards aren't with her, and use the last few remaining seconds of fly to get down to Aaren, going blind halfway down because of being away from the cards, and still just like trusting that Aaren is Aaren again and keeping her arms open, because usually if he's Aaren, he catches her and has her arms open trying to hug him.
Don't touch me, baby girl. I don't want to hurt you. I'm sorry.
Her arms go around him anyway.
I failed you. I'm sorry, I failed. I'm sorry.
No, I think that was good. That was really good. Forgot how good you are at those games.
Una comes down, your vision returns to you, but they keep their distance.
I'll go to Una to heal them.
I hold Aaron's hand in mine. And I think all you see on Sly's face is pure
relief. And she says, "So you were only planning to leave us because Dark Magic Curse told you to?"
I knew we needed to find out the truth about the cards. But everything in my mind kept telling me I needed to go alone and find out for myself.
But now you know we can go together, right?
After everything I've done.
I think all you've done is show how badly you want to figure this out. And all that it takes to be a hero is to try. So, will you try with me?
I could try.
Okay, then it's gonna be okay. I'll try with you. It's okay.
Right.
And I look up at Zoraius just a little bit, like very quickly, and I'm going to establish a psychic link with everyone but Aaren in this moment to start giving instructions about like which room to set up, how to let my mom know what's going on, how to start preparing some stuff, what we should take into account going forward. And it's basically just like, hey, huddle, mentally huddle, and break to take care of Aaren in the coming moments, hours, etc.
I'm gonna, just for safety and just because of the traumatizing memory I just relived, in that psychic link that Aaren cannot hear, I'm gonna let Sly know that I'm swapping our cards. So like as I'm healing Una, I would just swap out the deck for my normal deck of cards, and then keep my tasks close to Sly so she can still see.
Yeah, I'll stay in Fable's orbit because I know how close I need to stay and I know that the cards have been switched, but it's just a precaution because we don't know if Aaren is in fact better until we get that book back where it belongs. So, yeah, I'll stay kind of like paired up by Fable for most of the setting up and taking care of Aaren in the coming moments.
Fable, as you're taking care of other things, at any point do you look at the cards?
No.
Are you sure?
Stop it. Do I guess here's the question.
Do this. I cannot do this.
In this moment, do I feel anything coming from the cards? If there's not some sort of like reminder that they're there, I think that I'm distracted enough by the current events to not think of it in this moment right now.
You can choose Arcana or Perception.
Yeah, they're the same, which is +2. 9.
There's actually a point where you forget that you have the cards on you.
Oh no. Okay. Then I guess I don't look at them.
Okay.
I think I'm just reliving that chat with Gideon and those feelings, and like just the fact that if we can't trust Aaren, who can we trust? You know, she's dwelling on that.
What about the rest of you? Anything you all are doing? Una would be checking Aaren over. They would offer to Sly in a mental connection. I can make sure he's all right if you need to take care of anything or check in with Pepper.
Yes, please. I'm gonna just go update her so she's not confused when we bring him inside. Thanks. Codes. It's like a mental fist bump.
Yeah. What about you, Zoraius?
I think I am just running around like not like crazy, but I'm running around like following the to-do list from Sly and getting whatever room that she deemed needed to be gotten ready. So I'm like going in, making sure there's no like clutter, there's no obscure trinkets laying around. Just trying to make it as comfortable and like free of distraction.
Well then, Sly, what is your to-do list for people? Anything that you want to make note of now?
Yes, I wanted to get Aaren just for tonight set up in our common area because it's as close to equidistant from all of our rooms as possible. So it's easier for us to take rounds. If anything pops off, it's easier for all of us to get to a space where we can actually help, etc. And we're gonna need water and food and to get a fire started in there and to assign rounds to keep watch. And then I would assign Zoraius to look through the office and give it like a preliminary sweep because I know that he has a better sense of magic than I do. And then I'll go in and do the actual investigative, the deep dive after everyone else has helped me get Aaren settled.
Okay. You go around and try to get things prepared. At some point, yes, I know, more trumpets. At some point while you're doing that, Sly, your mother approaches you. Is everything all right?
Okay, so like literally no, but now yes. So to sum up,
something was affecting his mind?
Yeah, but we took care of it.
I should have said something.
No.
I didn't know if it was the stress, but I knew something was off about him.
Mom, we both knew something was off. And we both put our trust in the person we know Aaren to be. And that's because we love him.
He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, not even close. And she's like fully lying.
Give me a deception check.
Dang it. At disadvantage. At disadvantage? Come on,
it's your mother.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is your mom.
Not that it's your mother, Toad.
Okay, that's a 19 on the first roll.
It's pretty good.
And that'll a 15 on the second, because I do have reliable talent.
Okay. Your mom knows you're shaken up, but believes that you're not seriously harmed. She helps prepare the common area upstairs. You see that she also prepares a spot for her as well, as she's not going to leave him out here. Yeah. And she does that. Elsewhere, Zoraius, you head inside and head to the office. As you do, well,
do I get to meet the skull? This is exciting.
As you do, this is what you see inside the office. This is what you would normally see inside the office. This is what Aaron's office looks like on a regular day. Today it looks like this.
Oh.
Oh my god, Aaren.
Somebody's been busy. I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Oh my god, is that a portrait of Pepper? It is. Young Pep. And then terrifying horrors.
First things first, where's the talking skull?
Give me an investigation check.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You immediately find the skull in this box of scrolls. Ah! He's finally
hello
lost
there.
his mind. Is he dead?
No, he's not dead.
Damn it!
Remind me of your name again. I just know you by Eternal.
Marley the Eternal.
Marley. Okay. Marley, what have you seen from Aaren these last couple of days?
He's been losing his fucking mind. Look at this place.
Yeah. Anything that makes sense of it on your end, or?
Well, he was really obsessed with maps. Then he started drawing, and you notice with your natural 20 in investigation a few things. You notice there's a bunch of spirals that they've drawn. You notice there are maps. These maps look like a plan for where to go in town, but then also plans to leave Barrowport. It looks like he was trying to travel south. Like, way south. More south than you've ever been in your life.
Now, where were you going, Aaren? There's a face there, is there not? There's two faces.
Yep.
Did they look any way recognizable?
Give me an insight check.
That's a 3.
No, they creep you out, though. You're not sure what they were trying to draw.
Marley? Where do you normally like to sit?
He usually keeps me on the desk as a paperweight.
Well, that's not what I asked you now, is it, Marley?
I prefer the window.
Alrighty. It's lovely weather out right now, so enjoy. I'm gonna face him out towards the window, realize this is way out of my depths, and I need to go and talk to Sly about the state of this office.
The other thing you notice is right here, a drawing of a house you've been to before. I mean, you've been there more recently, but you visited this place when you first came to this town.
Is it Arthur's?
Yep.
Okay. Things are making sense.
You said you go and get someone else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get Sly. I think there's way less legwork to do in this office than what she may have originally thought.
Sly, you'll end up showing up. I will say real quick for Fable and Aaren, if you have anything you want to do or jump in at any time, please feel free.
Aaren is just where they told him to be in the common room, and is just sitting and not saying anything. It's just full of shame.
In the mental link, I would have asked Fable to stay with Aaren for a while, because I know that my mom would be there, but also she's more of like a helicopter caretaker, so she'll mostly like flit around and be changing out blankets and pillows and getting new snacks rather than sitting there and being present with the person. So I asked Fable to stay behind if she starts doing that.
All right. I got my eye on you, Aaren.
Does Fable have... Wait, do we have a bag of holding?
Una has the bag?
Okay.
Yeah, Una
I-
has my bag of holding.
I
I
think
also have one.
I will. Can I speak to Fable then?
You can try.
I think.
Where's that coming from?
Aaron
We just
will,
fought him.
in the living room when we're alone, he will slide Loyal Edge to you.
Oh, no thanks. That's much too big for me. She like pulls out one of her daggers.
It's a short sword. Whoever can wield it can wield it. However, it needs to stay inside of another dimension until it's ready to be used because it's being tracked. So, if you could just please make sure it gets inside of a bag of holding or someone attunes to it and puts it in another dimension.
Well,
I'd
then what are
greatly
you gonna
appreciate
do? What are you gonna do next time? Just throttle us with your bare hands?
I
It's a
can't
joke.
use that right. I can't use that one right now.
Okay. I'll pick it up. I don't want to. I know Sly just went into the room, so I'm not gonna interrupt because I'm also sort of apprehensively keeping an eye on there. But I'll hold it for now.
You all right, hon?
No. I made mistakes. But I just
Everybody
gotta
does
live
that
with.
once in a while.
I know, but not like this. Not like this.
She gets close to you, puts an arm around your arm. She can't get an arm all the way around you, but she has your like bicep in her arms. You trained her really well. Her and the people you've kept around her were able to handle it. They were able to handle you.
But I think, what if there wasn't a way out for me? And if there wasn't a way to remove that curse?
We would have figured something out.
If it ever comes down to it again, okay? They just need to do what needs to be done. Okay?
Don't say that.
They just need to do what needs to be done. I don't ever want to put them in danger like that again. I got this strong to protect them, not hurt them. Not hurt them.
I know, hon. It could have gone differently, though. What if it was her? What would we have done then?
I don't know. I just need I need some time. That's all right.
It's okay. I'm not going anywhere, though, all right?
I know.
Elsewhere, Sly, you are brought down and you see what Aaron's office looks like.
It's a bit of a mess.
Mm-hmm. It is, yeah. And she's looking around, but is clearly a little overwhelmed. It's just been a lot in the last few, I guess, 24 hours. And she is looking around this office at all of the trashed scribbles and the drawings that just don't seem like something Aaren would have done in the first place, and this talking skull watching over all of it. And I think she turns to Zoraius and says, "It really means a lot to me that you helped him."
Of course, I wouldn't want to leave anybody in that state.
Yeah, I know. I know it's just like the decent thing to do, but Aaren, I've already started losing people. It means a lot to me that you helped me not lose someone today. So maybe I'm a little sorry that I've been giving you shit. And maybe looking around and seeing how much I wasn't seeing.
Alrighty, come here. And I just pull her into a hug.
Yeah, and she hugs you too. It's very tight, and she has like those tiny little grippy hands that are very like clingy. Like so she's gripping your like the fabric of your scarf or shirt or shawl in like her hands for a second. It's a very like scrunched hug. And when she lets go, she goes, "Now what the fuck am I looking at?"
We have faces, a path south, and well, a familiar building over here, which I think you might also recognize. And I pull up the page of Arthur's house.
I asked him to take it back. Okay. Where's that guy?
Which guy?
You know, the eternal guy who's always
Right
dying but never
here.
dying. Oh my god.
Oh, he wanted to look at the street, so I
Oh
positioned
my
him.
god. Okay. Hey. You've borne witness to the descent of Aaron's mind. Anything that was being said out loud, anything significant, anything repeated, anything that you think might help?
I know he was planning a big trip. He was obsessed with... just look at the room. You get the sense that
Yeah.
Marley is fully fed up with all of this.
Yeah, I would be too if I were in their position, so that makes sense. She turns around and looks at the room and kind of like pushes up her sleeves, and her hands are still trembling. But she's gonna get to work, like uncrumpling papers, opening desk drawers, going piece by piece, burning the midnight oil, as it were, in this moment to really take the time to go through everything she needs to in this room.
What is it you're hoping to find?
I am hoping to find what cursed him, if it was like a specific entity or if it's just his possession of the book. I'm also hoping to find what was promised to him if he went on this trip to the way south. Like what he was looking to uncover there.
Give me an investigation check, and I'll say this is at advantage since Zoraius rolled a nat 20 earlier. They can kind of help you through the room.
Okay.
I'm also going to give you guidance.
Ooh, okay. So that's A 17, and then plus guidance is a D4.
Yeah.
Which is a 1, so that's an 18.
You find there seems to have been images that you can't place, 2 images of weird figures staring that he tried to draw, but they're very crude. Aaron's not much of an artist, but you're also not sure if they knew what they were trying to draw here. They also, you recognize these spiraling patterns. Arthur did the same thing in the way that they would pile books and organize things. The other thing, though, you see is there's no, like, nothing being offered. There's no promises being made. Instead, what you see is notes and scribblings by Aaren. It would seem that they truly believed that you might not have been best suited for what was happening. Or Aaren, do you want to describe what thoughts might have been going through your mind that you would have scribbled?
Yeah. I think you see like this conflicting bits of different conspiracies of implying that, like, in some way, shape, or form, Sly's judgment is compromised. Be it from the cards, be it from other forces, be it from whatever. And it's like, it's multiple different things. Like, it doesn't make sense even when you put them all together. Like, all of the different clues, it's like trying to put together a puzzle piece, but all the corners and multiple pieces in the middle are missing. Like, none of it makes a clear picture of what it is. But everything kept hinting to him that he couldn't trust anybody's judgment except his own.
Zoraius. Ooh.
Yes.
Do you have an opinion of
Several.
Arthur Nadvidson specifically?
Yeah, I do. I believe Arthur is biding his time in a lot of ways, claims to want to help you and sends you on crazy goose chases for information. We got his memoir and it's blank.
And
cursed, and he cast a spell on me when Aaren and I were fighting in his library, which could be seen as protecting your property, I suppose, but I do hold a slight grudge against it.
Maybe his time has run out.
Are we thinking back in the card, time has run out, or from this living situation, sort of, time has run out?
Ever since I met Arthur, I've been treating him like an ally. But if my grandmother put him in a card, he's not an ally. At best, he's a prisoner, willing to do what it takes to stay as free as possible for as long as he can.
Zoraius kind of shifts uncomfortably with those words.
I don't think she notices, because she's like really deep in thought, and she's looking at this combination of doodles here that form a face, and she says, I think it's possible that he didn't curse his own memoir on purpose. Maybe he doesn't know, or maybe it's inherently cursed. We don't usually check out books from there, but when we do, we bring them back and they're never cursed. So the memoir must have been personal. I'd suggest we get some answers before we decide whether or not he's welcome in the deck.
That is fair. And not to entirely change the subject just a bit, I think I'd like to talk about our deal a bit more.
I think Sly looks at you like fully surprised and narrows her eyes and then just sits down in the chair that she's standing in front of and says, "This does not bode well for me. You give a guy one hug and suddenly he thinks he can renegotiate a perfectly balanced deal." And she's joking. She is, messing with you. But
Yeah.
she sits down in the chair and looks up at you. But she's still holding a couple of the pieces of paper that have some of those doodles on them. Like she's still got a part of her mind on the mystery of what's going on with Aaren.
And Zoraius kind of sits down at the chair, parallel, kind of folds one leg over the other. And as a Fae, I would never attempt to come back on my word. I believe that section still stands. But I'd like to add another clause, if you will.
I might.
If I end up in a situation similar to Aaren, a situation that we spoke about on your behalf, you'd provide me the same courtesy.
What exactly are you asking of me, stranger?
I'm saying if I lose myself and attempt to harm you or Aaren or your mother or Una or Fable, that you do what you need to do.
Is this a part of our deal? Or are you asking me? As someone who's scared of losing control.
I believe there's a bit of truth in both.
Then I guess there's something you ought to hurry up and know about me, stranger. I never know what I'm gonna do until I do it. I'd love to tell you that I'm grizzled and hardcore enough of an adventurer to ruthlessly kill someone that I have asked to help me make the world a better place. Not really sure if that would be the truth, though. So, instead of forcing a lie, how about we agree on this? If you lose yourself, I'll do everything in my power to find you.
And Zoraius unfolds his legs and leans up to the edge of the seat and extends a hand. I suppose that's as good as it's going to get, isn't it?
Yeah, around here we don't tend to let each other self-sacrifice or martyr ourselves.
Except me, apparently. I have to let you do that.
Yeah, well, you're the new guy. As soon as we hire the next one, I'm sure it'll pass on down.
Hey, Marley, do you want a physical form?
I already have a physical form. It's smashed to bits sitting in the graveyard.
Ah. Well, I believe by you being here and hearing this conversation, you've earned top floor viewing privileges to keep your mouth shut about this conversation. How does that sound?
They contemplated for a moment. For now, that will do.
Alrighty then. Sly, I'm going to leave you to it. And I just like palm Marley. And I
Yeah.
begin to go upstairs.
And I think Sly just begins cleaning the office. She knows that Aaren is not going to want to see any of this if and when he decides it's time to come back in here. So she begins cleaning meticulously and trying to keep the papers organized, but not at all leaving anything in here for him to be reminded of whatever kind of state he was in when he made these things.
As you do, you find one last thing, which is a receipt for a storage warehouse by the docks. This is a place for like cargo to be loaded up, and it includes storage there. There's also a bunch of, they basically bought a bunch of supplies, looks like to travel, like food and rations for the road, camping gear. They also, you see that they paid for stables, and you realize when you went outside, oh my god, words are failing me. Chomper, and what was the other one? Dakota? Suddenly going blank in my head. Fraggle. Chomper and Fraggle are both missing.
Missing?
They're not here, neither is your guys' wagon.
What?
What'd you do to Chomper?
I am so very sorry, but
We fight Aaren again.
immediately in my mind, I think I discover this one. Like I see the receipt and I'm like, huh, interesting. And I'm taking like the bundle of papers that I have like determined are useless out to where the stables are, so I can throw them in like a little fire pit out close by the stables. And I notice that they're empty. And immediately in the mind link for everyone but Aaren, I go like at the top of my mind lungs, just like a very long high pitch. No.
You just see Fable jump like you know when a cat gets scared? Fable just jumps up like,
and I inform Una, Fable, and Zoraius that Chomper and Fraggle are gone, our wagon's gone, and the only lead that we have is a receipt for a warehouse. And we did hear him say that the book is at a warehouse, so I'm sure that at least that's where the book is. But if we're looking for my baby, Chomper, then we're
Do you want to race there now?
Yes, of course I do. It's my child.
You like relay all this as you are like running down the street. It's not that far. It's you race, past the castle. It's like a brisk night run, and you get there. Yeah, you find Chomper and Fraggle are both tied up to a wagon, ready to go.
Oh, he was going to leave.
He was going to leave like tonight.
Oh.
Go ahead and give me a new investigation check.
Reliable talent, that's a 14.
A 14. You dig through everything and yeah, it looks like they had everything they needed for like a long-term trip. And based on the maps you saw as you were cleaning up, you think that they were planning to head back to where they came from originally, the Cransinch Oasis, a desert sort of community that's far south, outside of the jurisdiction of the Barrowport Kingdom. And yeah, that looks like where they're trying to head. As you search the wagon, though, you don't find a book.
Okay. I immediately toss an apple to Chomper and to Fraggle, one for each, just so they know that I'm here and they're safe and we'll get them back to their stable soon. And then I'm going to take the time necessary to update the telepathic link group. I'm here. I'm safe. I'm looking for the book. I can't believe he tried to take Chomper from me. That is a separate slight that will need to be addressed loudly, dramatically, and probably with art. Hand-drawn art diagrams will be drawn about why that is so wrong. And that's just going on in her head while she's actively looking for the book. She's like stepping on floorboards. She's opening crates if there's crates in the warehouse. Like,
give me another investigation check. Yeah, you're digging through everything.
Everything that there is. Okay, that's a 17.
Give me an animal handling check.
Oh no. Is it for Chomper?
Let me see that Chomper natural 20.
That's not a natural 20 at all, but I'm going to boost it with my psionic die. So let me add a d8 to that.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 12.
12. You dig through everything, and there's a moment when Chomper tries busting out of their reins, tries pushing against the cart, like they don't want to be confined any longer. As you do, as you see that happening, do you react at all?
Yes, absolutely. Chomper is always going to be Chomper. He's never going to be like a puppy, but he is very familiar with me. So him moving like he wants to get out is an immediate, I should handle that first because we don't need an axe beak loose on the streets of Barrowport. So I head over that way and I'm trying to see if there's anything on his harness that's looking weird. Is he's standing on something strange? What could have him so restless?
Do you let him out?
If I don't notice that anything is wrong with the way he's hooked up or anything he's standing on, then yes, I would, so that he wouldn't try to burst out into the street. At least I can keep a good eye on him in the warehouse while I'm looking around.
You let him out, and as you are digging again through everything, at some point, Chomper just comes up and starts hacking into the floorboards of the wagon.
Oh! And she's not going to try and grab an axe beak while it's slicing into the floor. But her hands are up and she's just saying, oh, over and over again.
They stop. They recoil back.
Okay. Can I look in there?
You do. And you see a small book that has written on it, My Memoirs.
Oh, Chomper, you're so smart. Oh, I love you so much. And she's gonna dip an arm down in there, grab the book, and toss. I think she doesn't have another full apple. 2 is a lot to carry. So I think she just tosses one of the slices out that she's already eaten the rest of the apple for over to Chomper, and make sure that this book is the empty memoir. She'll open it, but she's taking very, very special care not to touch it with her bare hands. So she's got her scarves or her fabric, covering her hands while she's handling it.
You do that as you flip through it. Give me as you flip through it, you see writing on the pages. Nothing was there before. This writing, as you are reading it and glancing at it, it's fading away almost as quickly. Give me... You can choose investigation or perception.
Okay. Let's see. That is a 23.
23 for perception.
Yes.
You like are flipping through the pages, trying to pick up as much as you can before it all just fades away. And what you gather from the short snippets you're able to read, this was a complete, detailed biography, a memoir from the perspective of Aaren Drivelhog. Every thought, every moment of their life documented page by page. And with your perception check as high as it is, you saw that one section that it talked about that conversation you had with Aaren, where you saw them as heroic, and it reads wrong. It depicts you as someone snide, cocky, dismissive of what Aaren was trying to tell you back then. The words you used were the same, but they weren't presented in a way that you intended them. Just ever so slightly off. Every single page was like that. But as quickly as you see it all, it fades away.
I think Sly closes the book, wrapping it up in an extra layer of her scarves before tucking it under her arm. She's going to take the wagon. She's going to try to get Chomper to agree to get harnessed back up so she can take the wagon and both the mounts back over to the stables at the house, since it's not far. And there's never been a fear in Sly that the people that she loved would misunderstand her or would not know her. Sly is very much a cards on the table type of a person, and Aaren is one of the closest people to her on the planet. And for it to have bastardized her good intention, a moment where in her mind, in her core memory, set her on the path to wanting to become not an adventurer, but a hero, is unacceptable. And there is that quiet voice in the back of her head that sounds suspiciously like her grandmother that says, will you have the means to do something about it? What are you going to do? And I think as she's taking the wagon back to the house, very quietly to herself, she says, I'm gonna talk to Arthur fucking Navidson. And she pulls into her home stables with her mounts and her wagon.
This is a very important question. Did you take your cards with you when you went to the warehouse?
I would have, yeah. Before I went into like the office and
Just
everything, I
making
would
sure.
have grabbed my cards, yeah.
Do you have the whole bag yet, or does Una still have it?
I wouldn't have been fussy. So if he I think he would just hand it to me.
At some point when this
Yeah.
exchange happens, I'll put Aaron's short sword in there.
Incredible. So Loyal Edge, deck of cards, bag of holding. I have all of those things. And the memoir. Okay, good to know.
You think that to yourself. You're gonna talk to Arthur fucking Navidson as you get back home and prepare for what you're going to do next. And I'm just curious myself, do you wonder at all, or does Sly wonder what this book might say about their life?
The fact that I'm the fact that when you described what it was showing to Sly, Meadow was like, oh my God, that'd be so cool to have for me. And that you asking me that about Sly just now, I was like, what? Why would she ever even think about that? Is wild how different we are. No, I genuinely don't think she'd even be curious. I think she's furious at Arthur. And I think she sees that long army crawl uphill that Aaren has just sat himself on. That shame he has to crawl through, that regret and that confusion, going through that doubt is not going to be easy. And it's just fueling her rage, I think.
Yeah. That rage bubbles up inside of you. And I think that's a good place to stop. Next time we play, we will have the wonderful Una with us. And we will be heading to Arthur Navidson to see what they have to say about this.
Yeah,
this is a conversation, a confrontation, perhaps, that's been waiting since episode 3 of our show. We are in season 3, and this has been waiting since episode 3 of season 1. So,
we thought he'd be helpful.
I thought he'd be helpful too. The party did not see it that way. So next time we play, someone's pointing out, J Travis is pointing out, it will be October the next time we play. That is right. It will be October 1st. We'll be here. So yeah, you know what? It makes sense. You guys are going to a haunted house on October 1st. That's perfect, right?
That's
great.
So fun.
Yeah. So chat, kick off your October right here.
Yeah, and of course we will be here on Sunday as well for Defenders of Phandelver. I don't know if anyone if you saw the clip or if you saw Carrie's recap during the break. I need to tell you, I think I may have bitten off more than I can chew for the party. They have not had a long rest. Last session, they were.
Wow, what's that like?
They were all downed, almost all of them TPK'd, and now they are all collectively at 11 hit points.
Collectively?
Well, each of them are at 11 hit points, and they have a dungeon still, like half a dungeon, and a boss battle ahead of them. I think I might have backed us into a corner, but you can find out how that gets resolved or if they succeed next time we play. That is all for us. Thank you, everyone who was watching tonight. Thank you for those who rated. We really appreciate it. Join us on Sunday for Defenders of Phandelver at 11 a.m. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't. We really appreciate it. And we always love to read comments. And also, if you want to make amazing fan art, we'd really appreciate it. Things like this make me smile so much. Oh my God, I need to look at it again.
Or
but your art doesn't need to be... Say what? Oh, fan fiction, yes. And your art doesn't need to be that amazing. There's so many things. We honestly love it. And we appreciate all of you watching. And again, big thank you to Forgotten Adventures for making it all possible for us to be here. They have amazing maps, tokens, and assets, by next Wednesday, I'll have a wonderful recap of all the stuff they've released this month in September, and it will be great to check that out. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Fear is how it starts. Unsure what you'll find. It could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance. You break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance. And set free are the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear. We face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes. The cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.